So yesterday we multiplied decimals by whole numbers using our hundreds grid. Today we're going to be multiplying decimals by decimals on our hundreds grid. Now this is something that's pretty easy like yesterday's, but there's a little part that you have to pay attention to what colors are overlapping. So make sure you're really focusing and trying to color inside the lines using just one line so that it'll be easy to see where your lines are colored in. So we're going to get started. I love using my Galaxy pen, so we're going to start there. So we've got 6/10 times 3/10. So we know that to represent 6/10, we're going to start it just like we normally would. We're going to say 6/10, so this is 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10. So there's our 6/10. Now's where it gets tricky. We have to represent 3/10. So I'm going to pick up a hot pink, and we're going to represent 3/10 with that hot pink. So 1, 2, 3. And it's very important that they're overlapping. You want to color in the first number going up and down, so in columns, and the second number going side to side, so the rows. Now, the easy part of this is there's no hundredths in our factors. The hundredths are going to be in our answer. So now what we have to do in order to find our answer is to count how many boxes are colored with both colors. So go ahead and watch. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So since there's 18 boxes filled in with both colors, our answer is going to be 18 hundredths. Now, if you didn't see how that worked completely, I want you to go back and watch it again, but we are going to do 4 more together. So let's keep watching. 8/10 times 5/10. So now let's go ahead. We know that with our first number, I'm going to do it in my Galaxy pen. We're going to go up and down in the columns. So 8/10, let's represent that. 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10. Okay? Now, with the other color, we're going to show 5/10 going side to side or on the rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/10. Now, the next step is to count how many hundredth squares are colored in with both colors. Not just the pink or just the Galaxy, but both colors. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You do not have to write the numbers in. I'm doing it just to show you. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. Another easy way to have done that is we could have said there's 8 across and 5 down, so 5 times 8 is 40. It's up to you and how you're comfortable figuring that out. So we know that 8/10 times 5/10 is 40 hundredths or 4/10. Remember, in decimals, we can always get rid of that last 0. It means the same thing. So I want you to notice how when we multiply a decimal times a decimal, we get a smaller decimal. So the way I want you to think about this is if we have a pizza and it's broken up into, that's 5, messy pizza, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, okay? This is just like I colored in 8 of those pieces 8 of those pieces with the galaxy. And then I colored in 5/10 of those 8/10 of the pieces. So if I broke every piece down into 5 pieces, coloring 5/10 of those 8/10. That's why you get a smaller number. Let's keep practicing. 7/10 times 4/10. So we're just going to color our 7/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7/10 times 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's go ahead and count. I'm not going to write the numbers this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 hundredths. So what I did, remember, I drew my 7/10 vertically, I drew my 4/10 horizontally, and then I counted which boxes were shaded with both numbers. Let's go ahead and try some harder problems here. Now we're jumping into whole numbers with decimals. So this one says 1 and 6/10 times 8/10. We can do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to color in 1 and 6/10. So we've got 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, 1 whole colored in. Now we need 6 more tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's our 6/10. So we've got 1 whole and 6/10. And for the horizontal ones, for the rows, we're going to color in 8/10. But when we're going to keep on going across both of them, because we have to multiply the 8/10 times the 6/10 and times the 1 whole. So you're going to multiply across both. This is like if I wrote 1 plus 6/10 times 8/10. If we use our distributive property, we know that we have to do 1 times 8/10 plus 6/10 times 8/10. So that's what we're doing here. For this one, we're doing 1 times 8/10. And for this one, we're doing 6/10 times 8/10. Now, thankfully, that's not something you need to think about every time you do it. We're just going to be drawing our lines across. Make sure you go all the way across both of them. So here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. All right, let's see if we can find an easier way to count this. I know that it is 8 down by 10 across. So I know on this one, I'm going to go ahead and erase that top part. On this one, there is 80 hundredths that is filled in. So this one, I know it's 8 down and 6 across. And we know that 6 times 8 is 48. So this one is going to be 48 hundredths. Now, if I'm going to add my 80 plus 48, we'll get our answer. So remember, how I did that is I counted how many were in this first one, which is 80 hundredths, and I counted how many were in the second one, which is 48 hundredths. Sorry. And we're going to add them together. We need to add both answers together. Now, if you decided to just count to 80 and then keep counting, you wouldn't have to add them. Just depends on how you want to do it. So 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carry that 1, bring your decimal down. 1 and 28 hundredths. So my answer to 1 and 6/10 times 8/10 is going to be 1 and 28 hundredths. Again, notice that when you multiply a decimal by a decimal, you get a smaller decimal. It is bigger than our 8/10, but it's still smaller than our 1 and 6/10. Let's do one more together. 1 and 3/10 times 4/10. So let's go ahead and color it in. We've got 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, 10/10, or 1 whole. Keep going. 1 1/10, 1 2/10, 1 3/10. So this is how we're going to show 1 3/10. Now we need to show 4/10. 1, color all the way across. 2, color all the way across. 3, all the way across. And 4, all the way across. So let's count how many we have in each of our squares. So here I've got 4 times 10, so I know I've got 40 hundredths here. 40 of those boxes are colored in twice. And here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hundredths. 40 hundredths plus 12 hundredths. I'm going to add them up. Oop, not a 1 there. 12 hundredths is going to be 52 hundredths. So if I were to count all of the boxes that are shaded in twice, there would be 52 hundredths. All right, so those are the ones we're going to do together. You've got a quiz coming up next. If you feel like you need to rewatch any part of this video, go ahead and back it up and rewatch it. And then you've got a quiz coming up before you work in your Go Math book, and then you come to see me. We've got some classwork today just like we did yesterday. And make sure you let me know if you have any questions.